Welcome back to my channel, and today we're taking a look at Unknown 9 The Awakening. Now this game dropped quite some time ago, but never really got time to get to it. So let's talk about requirements first, as per usual. In minimum you just need something which is a 64-bit CPU, and for the CPU you need at least 4 or 6 cores with 8 threads and at least 3.6 GHz base clock speed. For the RAM you need at least 12 GB of RAM, GPU needs at least 8 GB of video memory, and that's pretty much all there is. For recommended, same goes as 64-bit CPU, 6 cores, 12 threads, at least 3.4 GHz base clock speed, 16 gigs of RAM and 8 GB of VRAM for the GPU, and SSD required on both. So to be fair, they're kind of not really telling us if there is any requirements CPU wise, like which gen, which make and model. Just as long as you are relatively close to 4 or 6 cores and 8 threads, I mean, you should be alright. So I think we're just gonna go with this. And for the settings, as per usual, we're going full screen, 2K native resolution, no motion blur, no vertical sync, the frame rate limit is uncapped. We're going with an Epic graphics preset. Everything is well, as much as the preset gives us. No upscaling quality, so we're not using DLSS. As you can see, it actually explains you how it works when you select quality 1.5 or balance or performance. Anti-aliasing on, and we're going with the ray tracing enabled. So this game does have a benchmark or built-in benchmark, so we're gonna launch this first and then we're gonna launch the game and see if the synthetic benchmark actually correlates to actual in-game data. So let's just do that and see what we get. MSI upper left hand side, and yeah, let's see what we get. Well, this is promising. And you can kind of see the average frame rate is around 70-ish, with the minimum being 3, which is the start. I mean, it's technically not that terrible. And I just had to call it out. Look at that spike in the frame time. Okay. So it might be because MSI is running now. The one thing I learned recently, supposedly, so since MSI is micropolling the hardware and the game engine to acquire the data, apparently it can actually put an extra strain on the hardware just to crunch the numbers and report back to someone, but that sounds like a little bit too much for my liking. But yeah, it's, apart from the very obvious dips, apparently we're averaging at 71 frames. CPU is 4.2 and GPU is 14. Which honestly, it should really be the other way around, unless the GPU is waiting on CPU, but that does not really kinda make sense in this math particularly used for them. So let's start the new game as per usual and see how it actually is. The benchmark tool kinda does remind of Ubisoft a little bit, where they kind of try to give you the average ones, but I don't know if that's the case. So let's start story mode and see what we get in actual in-game. Might actually be more than 70, but definitely not less than 3 frames per second.
In the time before time, all was one and unchanging. Then in a thunderous flash, thus were born the cycles. The spin of the earth, the passing of the seasons, birth and death, again and again. But life is compelled to transcend, and so man came to ascend. We grew and learned, raising countless civilizations and reaching heights the likes of which today we can only dream. But the power that these civilizations achieved also brought with it the seeds of their downfall. Blown to dust, each in turn leaving nothing in their stead but the motion that would give rise to the next. Birth and death, again and again. The same. A civilization lost long ago to the dust. saw the coming of their own destruction, and though they could not prevent it, they sought to break the cycles. 9 among them were chosen, and shielded from death that they might serve as protectors of the Sahin legacy. Shepherds to a reborn humanity. But such matters are never simple. The cycles have endured, and so have the unknown 9 continued their fight against them. And once again, the wheel is turning.
Okay. Can't really say this is a actual start of the game. Well, technically it is, but you know, there's nothing really on the screen. So we're still pulling 8.6 gigs of video memory, 12 gigs of RAM. We're above 60 frames with everything cranked, so I guess we'll just go for it.
Are the accommodations to your satisfaction? Come on, get out.
Rika, let me...
What were my exact instructions?
Stay at the house.
Now that sounds simple enough, wouldn't you say, Haruna?
I can help. Let me come. You won't regret this, please.
If you are to accompany me, you must follow my instructions to the letter. Is that clear?
Clear as daylight. So, where are we headed?
I need to reach that distant oasis, but the desert has retaken the road. So we walk.
I see, but at the same time, this is actually the game. Pulling 9.2 gigs of video memory allocated, 12 gigs of RAM, above 60 frames, well actually way above 70 even, for now, but yeah, there's a little bit of micro-stuttering going on. The game is running off from an NVMe drive, and I do have the latest NVIDIA drivers, so it's a bit odd. I could probably imagine this is due to the ray tracing, but then again, I don't exactly see anything that could in reality be ray traced. I mean, overall shadow and light scattering probably,
Yes, Vincent.
but you know, when you look at this. Not really much to talk about.
I won't say I told you so.
There is always a path for those willing to find it.
I mean, I would imagine that without ray tracing you might even get higher frame rate than this, but
Who is Vincent?
as per usual it's about
Someone who
10 to 15 up to 20 frames depending on the game engine used.
You called him a pupil.
I mean, 2K Ultra,
No hidden
100
looks
frames,
this
I mean
time.
it's not too bad though. All
When there
things
isn't a
considered,
path
you know.
to be found. Make one.
You'll need to teach me that trick someday.
Just a little drop to 55, hey, you know.
These are incredible. Who?
They called themselves the Sahin, though that name has long been lost to time.
The Sahin. Like in your stories about the Unknown Nine.
Like in my stories, yes.
Does this have anything to do with why Vincent is here?
One could say Vincent and the Sahin run parallel paths.
Your shared braces.
Show me you're ready to wield them.
Rekka, thank you.
Turn your thoughts inward and focus on your shade, like I taught you. Do you feel it?
I do.
Your shade represents your deepest essence. It is a bridge between this world and the other.
The fold.
Yes. Your shade draws Am directly from the fold. Now try channeling that energy into the braces.
I did it!
Good. You're thinking about the braces.
It's difficult to put into words. You'd expect it to feel like reaching out across the distance and crushing those stones. But it was like there was no distance to bridge, and the stones didn't feel separate.
Separation is but an illusion, albeit a persistent one. Can you make it up that cliff?
I spent my childhood scaling walls. Can you?
Of course. There's plenty you don't know about me. Our destination lies beyond that large rock formation.
What do you intend to do when you catch up to Vincent?
That depends entirely upon Vincent.
And it also depends entirely up to where we are loading into the levels.
It's a good drop. Can you make it?
Do I seem that old to you?
Not old, just older. You're the oldest person I know.
Perhaps I am. Even so, you should get out and know more people. Come. Haruna, stay low.
Who are they?
They used to be part of a group of free thinkers and explorers.
You mean the Leap Year Society?
Once, perhaps. Now they simply follow Vincent. Watch your step. They're dangerous.
What do we have here?
Are you all right, child?
I've been better.
Hold him back. I will find my way down to you.
The more action, the more hiccups. Now, that's an interesting take.
Does it hurt? Give up, Quester! going down. Nice try. Oh, Christ! With her bare hands.
Yeah, the combat performance is suboptimal.
Where's your courage? Not getting away now. Want some more? Let's surrender. No one's getting up from that.
I'd be making a lot more if you helped.
Now, however would you grow if I did that? I see Vincent's men are...
Taking a nap.
Don't be complacent. These aren't bullies from your childhood.
They may dress differently, but they certainly fold the same. Besides, we have a distinct advantage over them.
These men might not share our connection to the fold, but they outnumber us by a wide margin. And our talents can be emulated,
Emulated?
mimicked by devices. You will find our foes are far from helpless. We don't have time, child.
Right, now my question is, if we turn off the ray tracing,
What did you mean earlier when you said
what's gonna
Vincent and
change?
Zahim
Because
run
technically it
parallel
should just
paths?
not be
They're bound for where hubris always leads people.
used for lightning,
They're
but
led by
we'll see.
self-righteousness.
I can think of worse traits.
Can you now? In my experience, the greatest harm often comes from the best intentions.
What is that?
An incoming storm. We must hurry. We can use that poor grass to stay out of sight.
Ardeline, you read me. Where's the damn
When
truck?
there
Is
isn't
anyone
a
out
path
there?
to be
Novik here. We've lost contact with Ardeline's group. The storm might be interfering with the signal. Request you backtrack and establish visual contact.
On it. Great.
Don't rush in. Wait for the suspicion to pass.
Sidewalk out here. If we had a sidewalk.
For once you were listening to me. Should I be worried, Haruna?
You said follow my instruction to the letter, so I did.
So you did indeed. And it makes both of our lives easier, does it not?
I mean, to be fair, you know,
Sometimes, all you need is a nudge. Focus on your shade. Channel your energy into the braces like you have learned. Then, visualize your opponent and unleash that energy. On your first try. Impressive.
Told you you wouldn't.
You're dead. You hear me? More where that came from.
Your progress is impressive lately.
interesting, but yeah. I would wanna say this game probably is kinda interesting, but I would wanna say ultra settings, not exactly where I wanna be with this. And it's probably not even like the ultra settings is at fault, because majority of the time everything is working just fine.
Surroundings of
Let's make sure we dig in the right
hidden
spot.
perils. Learn to recognize the opportunities.
Watch yourself.
Leverage them to your advantage.
Because in segments like this, there's no hiccups, nothing, but from time to time, they kind of do show up, I don't know. I mean, the frame time just spikes, and then it's a bit odd, but hey. But yeah, probably it's gonna be fine, but... like this. The frame time literally goes up to 497. And then it just comes down back to whatever it needs to be. And specifically before going into a new area, so...
Deal with him discreetly. Push past your mind, focus inward, and peek into the fold.
The fold. What is it really?
It has been called many things. The spirit realm, the divine sphere, the inner world. Some believe it stores time's endless possibilities, but no one, not even the Sahim, could do more than guess at its true nature.
I just like how simply she's just...
What? Happy returns.
That's gonna hurt in the morning. This ain't your day, Quester.
All right, all right.
But yeah, I think you've seen enough. The performance is a bit up and down, to be fair. Who knows? Maybe my PC is just overheating during the the summer period. But yeah, to be fair, you know, I was gonna say probably not alter settings, probably without ray tracing, or just get faster drive. One of two, or three. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Over and out.